Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vera, and if you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Like, you're the real G. So on today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience living in North Cyprus, what I've experienced since I came here. I've been in North Cyprus since 2016 March. I think I came in March 1st. So I've been in Cyprus since 2016 March 1st, and I'm just here to tell you guys my experience living in North Cyprus. So if you're interested in this video, watch to the end and don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you find this video interesting, share it with your friends and family, and I really appreciate that. So let's get right into the So we're just going to start with when I came to North Cyprus. I came to North Cyprus in 2016 March. I came here to study petroleum engineering in Cyprus International University. It's a university in North Cyprus, Lefkosia. So I came to study. Cyprus is a really small country, and they have like 3 main cities. They have other cities, but they're like 3 main ones, which is Lefkosia, Guinea, and Magusa. Lefkosia is where I stay, where my school is in, and Guinea, Magusa are like other cities that other people stay in, and they have different universities there. But the university I came to was in Lefkosia, so I stay in Lefkosia. Okay, I'm just going to like give you guys a rundown on like the important aspects, because I've been getting some DMs about people asking me, I want to come to Cyprus, what can I do? Is Cyprus good? Do they have this course? Do they have that course? Do they have this course? So I just start with the school. So my school is Cyprus International University, and I feel like we don't have enough courses or a lot of courses, because even my course, petroleum engineering, I was like the second set of students doing the course. So like after the first set graduated, my set graduated, if you get what I mean. So we don't really have much courses, but they are still like introducing more courses. But then what's our advice is that before you come here to study any course, you should be sure your course is accredited in that school, because my course was not accredited when I came to North Cyprus. When I came here, my course was not accredited, and I got to find out like some years later that my course was not accredited. If you are a student and you want to come to North Cyprus, I feel you should make a good research on the school you're going to go to and ask if your course is accredited in that school. In the school, the lecturers actually in school, they're actually good. At least my course, the course I did, most of my lecturers are like good. They didn't really stress the students like that. Like I feel like if I was in a Nigerian university, I'd have been more stressed. I would have been extremely stressed. But like the lecturers are cool. They can give you quiz, you can have receipt exam. If you failed your midterms, you can have like a makeup exams. Just try to see if you will pass. If you fail again, that's on you. Sorry, you failed for that exam. But I feel like they try their best to like make everything okay for everybody. So accommodation, I don't have much information about such stuff for you all, but first of all, I'll just tell about my experience. So when I came to North Cyprus, I opted for an apartment in school, so I wanted to stay in school. So I feel like that will add to your school fees. Your school fees is going to be a bit higher because you are staying in school and like you have to pay for your apartment. So when I was staying in school back then, I didn't stay in the dorm. I stayed in an actual apartment with my sister, but I was staying in like 2-bedroom apartment with 2 beds in a room, so like 2 people to 1 room. So I was staying with like 2 other girls and my sister in another room, so like 4 people in the house but 2 rooms. And then they had apartments that were like, I think they had apartments that had like 6 people in the house. That's 3 rooms, I can't remember, but yeah. And they also had an apartment that had 3 people in the house, which is 3 rooms, so like you have a single bedroom. So I was staying in the one that I had to share with my sister. So I was staying in like 4 people apartment. So it just depends on you and depends on your money, or just depends on your preference, like where you want to stay. There's a dorm, there are different dorms. There are all girls dorm, I think there was a mixed dorm, and yeah, they're all boys dorm. So like you have different dorms, but like I don't really know much about the dorms, but I know that the dorms, if you're staying in the dorms too, it's just the same thing. You pay your apartment fee with your school fees, like it's involved with your school fees. So that's that for that. So if you're staying in school, when it comes to bills like internet, light bill, water bill, all those bills are included in your school fees. They put it in your they're included in your SIS account. This is an account that every student of CI is supposed to have, where they put all your information, all your bills will be there. So like if your bill for the month is like 400 TL, they're going to put it like on your SIS, so you just log in and you know how much to pay. So when you want to pay, you just go to the bank and pay, and then they're going to take it out. So that's that for the bill. If you're moving and you say you don't stay in school, which I would advise that if you're coming for the first time and you don't know anybody, you should stay in school. But if you decide that you don't stay in school, I would advise that you should get an agent. You should find somebody that will help you find an apartment in North Cyprus before you come over here. Because can you just come here and stay on the streets, okay? And you have to find someone that will get you a good apartment, because there are actually nice apartments in Cyprus, but some agents want to rip you off, take your money, and tell you that there are no fine apartments, these are the ones that your money could get. So that's why it's better for you to come, stay here for a bit, stay in school for a bit, so you get used to the place and you're able to get an apartment for yourself, by yourself. You just, when you come here, obviously you know how things work, so you get what you want for yourself. So moving on, when I moved to town, which is like not school environment anymore, now I'm staying on my own, I'm not staying in school. The first thing I'll talk about will be the pricing. The pricing of apartments here, standard ones, is about £350, which is like a 2+1, which means like a 2-bedroom apartment and 1 bathroom and a living room, kitchen space and everything. It mostly ranges from like £300 to like £400 for those kind of apartments. So if you want to stay in an apartment where 2 people are going to stay in, or if you want to stay in an apartment that has 2 bedrooms, you should be having a rent of about £350, like standard rent. That's like what we pay here as standard rent. But you can see some luxurious ones that will be like £400. You can see some other luxurious ones that will still be 2+1s, but they'll be £450, £500. It just depends on your preference and your money. You know, you have to have your money. But to me, I feel like I've had mostly £350, because that's like, I feel like that's a standard one. That's a standard one. And I'm talking about Lefkosia because that's what I know, that's where I stay in. I only know about like Lefkosia when it comes to accommodation. When you move into the apartment most of the times, they are fully furnished for you. So you have your bed, you have your table, you have your chair, you have your cupboards, everything. You have the kitchen, gas cooker, everything. The only thing that you might most likely need to get is like a router for your internet. You have to pay for your internet yourself. And then the bills come. You have your water bill, you have your light bill. You have to find someone, if you want to stay with someone, you have to find someone that can keep and conserve energy, so like your bill can be little. Because if you're staying with someone that is careless, that is always turning stuff on, it's still both of you that will pay the bill. That's the truth. It's still both of you that will pay the bill. If you're staying in an apartment and the person you're staying with is careless and some things break and stuff, when the landlord comes, he does not care who broke it. He's going to take your deposit, which even brings me back to deposit. So sorry, I forgot to like talk about this part in the beginning. So if your rent is £350, most of the time when you want to get an apartment, you have to pay like 6 months rent. That's £350 6 times. You have to pay agent fee. Agent fee is another £350, and then you have to pay commission. No, you have to pay deposit. So they will usually tell you 6 months rent, 1 commission, that's his agent fee, and 2 deposit or 1 deposit. You have to pay 350 times 9, or sometimes in some cases you beg your landlord or like try to like reason with him or tell him you don't have much money. He might agree that you give him just 1 deposit, and the landlords ask for this deposit because they don't trust some blacks. They feel like some black people are going to like spoil their furniture in their apartment. They don't trust like students or blacks most of the times. Sometimes too, it's like mostly boys. Some landlords don't feel safe giving their apartments to boys because they feel like boys most probably spoil their stuff that they bought with their money and stuff. And then I will also advise that when you're moving to an apartment, look at everything well, so that when you're going out, it's not like as if, oh, this one was already broke when I came in, but now that I'm leaving, you're still have to pay for it. And someone was asking me that, okay, because I told someone that apartments are usually like £350, and she was asking me that how would she find someone to stay with, like will she pay the rent to the person? Of course you will pay the rent to the person. If you're staying in a 2+1, I want to share to somebody, obviously the person is going to pay £175, and you pay £175. That's how it goes. Or except you want to be the one that wants to stay in a 2+1 and you're just one person, you have to pay for the entire apartment, because who else is going to pay for it? You get? And then we have apartments like studio apartments They're like studio apartments. They're like 1+1s. That's like a 1-bedroom apartment with kitchen and living room and 1 bathroom. Then a studio is like just a room which has like the bedroom by the side, kitchen by the side, this by the side. And some landlords actually like make the apartments cool and nice. So when you come here, there's one thing you can never escape. You have to move around. You have to move from a place to a place. So while I was staying in school, I used to go through like a shuttle bus. Like there was a school bus that moves around town, around like Lefkosha. So the school bus leaves school. The starting point of the bus is school bus stop, and the ending point of the bus is back to school bus stop. So if you want to go anywhere in town, the school bus is going to be rotating around town. It's going to be moving around town. So just in case you don't stay in school, you'll be able to use the bus to go home, come to school and stuff like that. And the bus has like different times. There's a bus timetable. So for my school, for example, if you go on the school website, you'll see bus timetable there. You click on it and you know the times the bus moves. So you'll be able to go when the bus is leaving, or when the bus is leaving. Most of the times you have to stay close to school. So you have to think of how far the bus is from school. So when the bus is coming, before you think the bus will get to your house, you should already be at the bus stop close to your house, and the bus is going to pick you up from there, rotate around town and bring you back to school, because the ending point is always school. So if you're in the school bus and you stay in school, like me and my sister, then if we're in the school bus, I will feel like we're getting lost. We just be like, the ending point is school, so we'll sit in the bus till we get to school. That's the easiest way out. You sit in the bus, you get to school. Then when you get to school, you can start your journey all over again. It's up to you. So apart from buses, for school buses, we have like Zumush. This is like a public transportation bus. This is a bus that moves around town, but you have to pay. Like, this is a bus that moves around town, so it's not a school bus. It's like a public transportation bus outside of school. So you can use this bus. This bus is usually very cheap, but I will tell you that this bus is not comfortable. It's not like other buses you see in other countries that are like fresh and fine. These are like normal small buses. During this COVID stuff, we've been on lockdown, curfews, everything. So I don't really know if the buses are still moving at this point, and I don't know the price. But just know that we have what we call Zumush here, which is called public transportation bus. Most of the times you have to call your taxi. You have to have a taxi number. You have to get a taxi number that you have to be calling every time you come and pick you. We don't have like Uber or Bolt or anything. Nope. You have to call your taxi. You have to have your taxi number and be like, "Hello, my friend, can you come and pick me from here? I'm going to here." So of them, you can text them on WhatsApp. They will come and pick you up and stuff. The next point is racism. Is there racism in North Cyprus? First of all, I feel like there's racism everywhere. I feel like there's racism everywhere. And some people that will just see you because you're a black person, they're just looking at you, staring at you. There are sometimes that you have like $100. Some people, you go to the store to pay and they'll be over checking it. So in North Cyprus, I feel like there's racism, but maybe it's not that much because we're still chilled. Like there's nothing that's that serious, honestly. It's just a few things here and there. If you lived here, you definitely experience like the bad and good. That's the simple truth. So one thing about Cyprus is that Cyprus has tourist sites. I'm not really sure about the names of like all of them, but I know that they have some castles, they have mountains, we have mostly castles that I'm really sure of. So if you want to go see places, I feel like just search online. You're going to like see places you can go and visit in North Cyprus. They have like good sites, they have like beaches, they have water, they have mountains, they have what else? They have castles, nice castles that you can go and visit. They're like different things that you can do. They're like fun activities here, although they're not so much, they're not diverse, they're just little the country can handle and accept at this point. During summer, most of the places are opened, like you can go to the beach, hotels. So one thing I'll say about Cyprus is that Cyprus is really safe. Obviously there's crime, there's stuff happening, but I promise you Cyprus is safe. Like, just it's because right now we're on lockdown, there's curfew, by 8 p.m. you can't leave the house or anything. But when I came here, we were literally walking around on the streets by 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. Nobody's going to disturb you. Nobody. Obviously there are still some like stuffs happening and like obviously you have to be safe, you have to be careful, be at the right place at the right time. But to an extent, Cyprus is safe, at least for sure, 100% sure, 1000% sure. Cyprus is safer than Nigeria for sure, for sure. The crime rate here is like low. There are crimes happening, there are bad stuff happening, there are bad people out there, but Cyprus is safe to an extent. Just be careful. Well, I feel like that's all for the video. If I forgot to say anything, I don't know, maybe I'll make another video. If you have any questions, just leave your questions in the comment section. I'll answer them. If you have like an opinion or something you want to say, leave it in the comment section. Like, I just give like my thoughts about Cyprus. Obviously this is not like, it's not like as if I gave everything that I've experienced for 4 years. There are some things that I cannot remember, and there's some things that will not come into my mind right now, but I just give you guys like a rundown, like basically a summary of my experience living in North Cyprus for 4 years now. And it's been really cool. It's not been perfect, but where it's perfect at the same time. Nowhere is really perfect. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, please, and also click on the like button. Share it with your friends and family, and I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Also comment any video you want me to film. I'll try my best to film it for you guys. Okay, bye.